So today I just want to talk with you guys about what is the standard of beauty in the society, because sometimes I feel like, I've known so many people in my life that are great people, but they don't think of themselves as beautiful, or they don't think of themselves as worthy of loving. But how can you love someone else if you don't love yourself? So that's a really hard question to answer. But part of the reason I want to talk about it is that I hear all these things from my friends, about their body image, and I'm just like, well, you don't look big, or you don't look skinny, why are you being so hard on yourself? But I think that we all in a way trying to fit into that, I don't know, that societal idea of what it means to be in shape. And to some people it's being muscular, and to some people it's being skinny. And then I feel like it's just it makes people think that there is only one way to be pretty, or there's only one way to be beautiful. And I think that it's such a shame that people have to think that way, because at the end of the day, when we look into the mirror, we should be happy with who we are at this stage. It is good to have goals to get in good shape. It is good to have goals to make yourself look like someone that you want to become, but then at the same time acknowledging that nobody is perfect, and knowing that you've done the best you can to take care of yourself, and that's what really matters. And I think that a lot of people, like my friends and then people I know, are so good to others. They spend so much time trying to help other people, but at the same time it's just they're not happy. They're still not happy with themselves. They're still feeling oh, I'm so insecure about who I am, or I don't feel like I'm a good person. Then I think that it's so hard to be perfect, there's no need to, because when you think about being perfect, how do you even define that? So I think that instead of trying to be perfect, being able to embrace your own flaws and your imperfection, and then know that there's good qualities that you can always you can always what's the word, celebrate. You can always celebrate these good qualities, and that's why there's friends around you, there are good people around you. And I feel like everyone deserves to feel that way, to feel that they can feel satisfied with themselves no matter where they are, even if they aren't in the best stage they wanted to be. And I think that other than that, it's just a lot of I'd say a lot of times we think of how we look in others, how we look in other people's eyes as oh, are they thinking that I don't look good today, if I have a pimple on my face, or I haven't slept well and I have baggy eyes. Is that how you say it? I'm not sure. But I think sometimes it's about knowing that if this person really cares and they want to know you, what's more important is how you feel inside about yourself. I was watching the show Queer Eye, and then they were talking about how every relationship we have with others comes down to our relationship with ourselves. And being able to acknowledge that I'm not perfect, but I'm still a good person, and there's a lot in me that I could offer. That's important, and that's powerful. And then when people are around you, and then they feel that way, they know that you're confident, and they know that you love yourself, then people will like that too. I'm sure they enjoy being with someone who is content. And I think that's a really hard stage to be in. I think we all struggle with our insecurity, and there's no way to be oh, I'm just gonna feel good about myself immediately. But like, I don't know, like I just wanted to like kind of talk about it because I think that it's so important sometimes to like know what you want and what you need at the moment, and then like being able to acknowledge that and take care of yourself is like, you know, it's important for growth. And if you want to improve yourself, you have to kind of start with that. And I think, you know, I wanted to hear like what people think about like that means, like how do you get to know yourself better, how do you get to know like what you like how do you know what you want, like how do you feel good about yourself. And like, you know, that can be done in so many ways. To me it's always like music, art, creation, and I like to dress up, and that's my way of expressing myself. But everyone is different, there's no one way to love yourself. So, you know, just you know, I'm just gonna talk about this today. Peace out.